firefighters are reportedly getting shot. There's this fire that they're trying to put out, and they're being shot. And they didn't know if there's multiple shooters. It was initially reported to multiple shooters. But as things go, you know, when they're happening in real time, all the information is very conflicting and changes very fast. So it turned out it was only one. But yeah, so a guy set a fire and then as a trap and waited for firefighters to show up to put it out and then started sniping them. I do believe that there was 2 deaths, but again, that was yesterday's news and I haven't really checked into it enough yet, but we have some information here that we're going to go over. Now, this is as of, when was this posted? This was yesterday. So information has changed since this, but early reports indicate as many as 9 firefighters and 2 cops have been injured after being ambushed near this place in Idaho. And yeah, the whole town was in lockdown. One of the dudes in my Twitch chat right now says he's from this town and he left his city before the lockdown took place and was hanging out with friends at a friend's house in a neighboring city, watching it all unfold. But so they locked down the whole town, and yeah, it was a pretty big deal. And I haven't. This reminds me of the Dorner case, very similar to this story right here. This happened in 2013, and this guy, he started shooting at police and stuff like that. Like there was this, I forgot exactly how it went down, but this dude, I think he killed some cops in their car or something like that. And then there was a manhunt for him. And they ended up finding him up in Big Bear, California, a mountain. And then he was in a shootout with the police for hours. And then eventually they I mean, I'm not sure exactly how it went down, but the place caught fire. They somehow lit that place on fire, whether on purpose or on accident, I don't know. Okay, but that place lit on fire and he burned to death in there. Likely shot himself. I think they found him with he took himself out probably in the fire because it's easier to go out that way than the burn. Wild story. And so I was like, bro, this is like the Dorner thing. 2 firefighters were fatally shot. This is yesterday. And then a bunch of casualties. Let's hear what this guy's saying about it.
So at approximately 1:21 p.m. this afternoon, we received reports of a fire on the east side of Canfield Mountain. Fire assets responded to the scene, and at approximately 2 p.m. this afternoon, it was reported that firefighters were receiving shots fired at them. We now have 2 deaths.
Jesus.
We have an unknown amount of casualties. We still have civilians that are coming off of that mountain. We might have civilians that are stuck or in shock on that mountain. So this is a very, very fresh situation. We are actively taking sniper fire as we speak. This is an active situation. We have multiple agencies that are on scene from local and federal authorities, and we are prepared to neutralize this suspect who is currently actively shooting at. We want to give you, this is a
sorry, I'm just trying something.
Safety personnel. We are prepared to neutralize this suspect as quickly as possible. And that's really all that we know as of right now.
Here's the dispatch audio. I have not listened to this yet, so I mean, viewer discretion advised, I guess. I'm not sure what's in here. I haven't pre-checked it. Archie helped me find this.
Central BC 5, Central BC 5. BC 5 upstate. Send law enforcement right now. There's an active shooter zone. They're shot. BC 3's down. BC 1's down. Everybody's shot up here. Law enforcement, code 3 now up here.
Wild, dude. And they ended up catching this guy. We don't know much about him. It's just this guy. His name's Wess Roley. He's 20 years old. Yeah, he's just I don't know. We don't know what happened. But he did this shit on purpose. He set a trap. Isn't that fucked up? Girl? No, it looks like a dude to me. I mean, it could be a girl, but I doubt it. Especially his picture on the left. That looks like a dude. They did finally catch the guy. He was shooting for hours. And then they found him with, I believe, a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and a weapon next to him. Like, why? What happened? What caused this? We don't have any more information on it yet, but he was dressed in camo. Yeah, it's all premeditated. The one thing, there's always a lot of speculation, right? So like both sides of the political spectrum are trying to basically point fingers at each other. It happens every time this happens. We don't know what this dude's politics are, or if that even matters. He could have just went crazy. He could, you know, but everyone's going to use this as a weapon, no matter like what his politics are or his parents' politics. You can make a wild guess. I mean, see, so like whatever your politics are, like then the guy is the opposite politics. You know, everyone's going to guess that and want it, you know, like, I don't know. I just see that happen every single time. You know, the lefties are like, it's a fucking MAGA guy. And then the lefties are like, see, it's a lib. Fucking crazy LGBTQ lib. You know, it's like, it's always, I don't know. There's always that moment before we find out more information where everyone's pointing fingers at each other like it's their fault. And it's just a funny phenomenon to me. And we're seeing it happen in real time, honestly. Don't use this as political war. I'm not using it as political warfare. I'm just pointing out that everyone's doing that right now. And I'm just observing it. Yeah, I think it's bullshit across the board. If we don't know anything, why are we doing that? You know? It's just like the people that are saying that, those are the people that are exposing themselves as the fucking people who don't actually give a shit about truth and stuff like that. They just want to win. The only thing that matters is winning. Whether something's true or not doesn't matter. So the people who are always pointing fingers and saying what this guy's politics are before we know, those are the people that reveal themselves as the people that don't care about truth. They only care about winning.